Hello, welcome to the channel. So today I wanted to talk about something that's pretty interesting. It actually goes against what I think a lot of people will say, and oftentimes it goes against a lot of times what I will say. And this is an interesting perspective, but I think sometimes it's okay to be ignorant. And this is something that I've been questioning, whether it is okay to be ignorant about some things, and I came to a realization that it is okay. And so hear me out. So what I mean by this is it's okay to not have an opinion on something or not care to delve into something to a certain extent. And let me give you a couple examples and see if I can help relate this to your perspective. So what I mean by this is now we're in such a time where there's a lot going on. There's a lot of chaos and a lot of turmoil, allegedly. See, the way I look at that is that's what's being perceived. If you follow the news, if you follow maybe what other people are saying, that's the perspective that you might have of life right now. And I completely disagree. I don't think we're in chaos right now. I don't think we're in a world of turmoil. I think that part of what I mean by this pleading ignorance to certain things is really just having an opinion about certain things versus not having an opinion. I believe that if you see good around you and you see the positives and you see the world as a growing and evolving place and don't look at the negatives, then that's ultimately what you'll embody around you, is that positive experience. I think that if you look at the world as chaos, you'll inevitably adopt chaos into your life, and everything around you will be chaos. And so I think sometimes, with what's going on in the world, it's important to understand why it's happening, and it's important to be respectful of people's opinions and choices. But what I've determined is, for me, it's better to not have an opinion on certain things, whether it's politics, whether it's some different social or economical stances, stuff that gets people very hot and intense when they're talking about it. I've just determined that it's better for me to just plead ignorance on certain things and not have an opinion on certain things, because ultimately, if I get into an argument about a political stance or a religious stance or something, these are something that people get so intense about, and there's really no positives that can come from it. People are looking for confrontation often, and so that's one thing that I choose to not have an opinion on, is certain things like that. Is a lot of the stuff going on right now in the world with the coronavirus. People are thinking conspiracy this, conspiracy that, and people are thinking, oh, it's chaotic, it's in turmoil, the politics, I actually am very ignorant to what's going on right now, and it saves me a lot of peace of mind. You might think it's a little bit out of touch with reality, but really all I know is my own reality. And so if I focus on the good things in life, and I focus on myself and being a good person when I go out, treating everybody with respect, holding the door for people, doing the small things, I believe that if I'm focusing on myself and providing for other people and giving, then ultimately I'm going to see good around me and good's going to come. And so I think it's okay to be able to say, hey, I just don't have an opinion on this, and be able to save yourself the stress that's added with watching the news and buying into all these conspiracies, and just saying, I don't have an opinion on this, and I'm just gonna do myself and be a good person and do my part. And I think that's where I'm really at in life, especially now with a lot of things. And so I think ultimately it's about this idea of being able to just control what you can control. I know I can control me, I can control how I act, I can control my perspective on life, I can control my attitude, and those are things I can control. But what I can't control is what other people think, nor do I want to control what other people think. I'm not going to, ultimately, you're not going to be able to change my mind on something that I believe, and I'm not going to be able to change your mind. So why are you? I'm going to plead ignorance, and I'm going to do my best and control what I can control, and what I can't control, I'm not going to stress about, and I'm just going to let it play the cards how they may. And the last thing I want to leave you guys with is a quote from Marcus Aurelius, one of my mentors, a Stoic philosopher and the former emperor of Rome, and that's: waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. And so that's what I leave you guys with. Just be a good person, do your thing. You don't necessarily have to worry about everything that's going on. It's important to be mindful of that, but ultimately you can only control what you can control. And so if you're worrying and stressing so much over so many different things that are out of your control, it can often be hard to see the positives in life and to focus on yourself, which is the most important thing. So that's what I leave you guys with. I appreciate you tuning in. Stay powerful.